Okay, good morning, everyone. We are going to start this national platform right now. Thank you very much for joining us in this Sunday morning. Before I do the quorum check, I will just remind everyone it's really important that all of you put your name on the attendance sheet. Okay, how can you do this? You go to the spreadsheet of the agenda and you will find there a section called attendance sheet. You open the link and you put your first and last name like below your section or your body. Okay, it's really important that everyone do this because when we are writing the minutes, then we know like everyone who was participating and where are you from basically. Okay, so starting first things first, and I'm going to start with the first quorum check. ESN Açores. Eu já vi, Carla, eu vi que já estás aí.
Alô, presente?
Ok.
O microfone estava desligado no.
Tranquilo. ESN Algarve.
Bom dia, estamos aqui.
ESN Aveiro.
Aqui.
ESN Castelo Branco.
Aqui.
ESN Coimbra.
Yes.
ESN Covilhã.
Aqui.
ESN Évora.
Aqui.
ESN Lisboa.
Aqui.
ESN Minho. Ok, foi aqui um bocadinho tremido, mas ouvi. ESN Porto.
Yes.
ESN Tomar.
Aqui.
And ESN Utado.
Aqui.
Okay, great. So we have a 100% quorum check to start. Just let me check the agenda. Okay, so to officialize this starting, I will ask Pedro Almeida to just tell us a few words to officially start the event, the national platform. So Pedro Almeida, you can go.
All right, thank you, Fons. So good morning, everyone. First of all, welcome to this General Assembly, and a special welcome to those of you who are here for the very first time. This is our first GA as National Board, and probably not for Afonso and for José Porto, but for Claudia and Ana Rolo, and also this time Mariana Cardoso. This will be their first time as chairing team and as audit team. We must say that we are really excited here to be here with all of you today. So in this General Assembly today, we are here together to shape the future of our network. And it's not just about voting through the agenda, it's about also sharing ideas, having meaningful discussions, and leaving this weekend with a stronger community. So before we dive into today's work, I would like to take a moment to celebrate a few things. Last week, and we had our first local boards meeting of the year, and it really went very well. The level of participation was actually good. We would like to have more sections, but we will work through that throughout the mandate. And we also had the opportunity to celebrate the 14th anniversary of Portugal's accession to the European Union. And it was a good milestone to remind us why mobility, cooperation, and European citizenship are so central in what we do every day in ESN. So now about the agenda for this GA, we will first look at the only candidacy we received for the position of first Secretary of ESN Portugal. Later, we will discuss and vote some important changes to our internal regulations, internal standing orders. And we also have a proposal to extend the mandate of our interim members, ensuring stability and continuity in our work. Finally, we will also discuss and define our priorities as ESN Portugal for the upcoming local elections, and it will be a key step to make sure that the voice of international students and the voice of ESN Portugal and young people is heard at local level. So I encourage you all to be active during these discussions, bring your perspectives, share your concerns, the concerns of your volunteers, of your sections, and listen to one another. And this is the moment to work together to in a constructive way to make decisions and that will benefit our entire network. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your commitment, and let's make this a great day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I'm just going to do a quick presentation, talking and sharing with you about the General Assembly intervention rules. So I will share the screen. Okay. Okay, what do you have to know about to be in the General Assembly? Participant rights to the national statutory bodies. You have the right to speak and to make procedural proposals. To the national support structures, you have the right to speak and to make proposals. And to the legal representatives, it means the vote holders, you have the right to speak, make proposals, and to vote. To the rest of the participants, you all have the right to speak too, okay? Some tips, please, when you talk, when you make a question, please be constructive, be concise, and try to do no compound questions and speak up. It's very important that everyone speak up and louder because that will help us a lot in the future. In this QR code, if you use it, it will get you directly to the GA app. Okay, so if you want, it is here. When you enter the GI app, you can see that you already have all the topics that we are going to discuss today. Try to do a maximum of 2 questions per intervention, and you can always react or say I'm covered when some question before yours was already made. So basically is this. Before we continue to vote the minute of the last national platform, I would like to ask if someone has some proposal of change to this agenda. Okay, so we are going to continue. Okay, let's vote the national platform of the minute of the last national platform. So you can answer if you approve, if you don't approve, or if you abstain, okay? So, do you approve the summary of the last national platform? Yes, and Açores.
Yes.
Yes, and Algarve doesn't have the right to vote. Yes, and Aveiro.
Yes.
Yes, and Castelo Branco.
Yes.
Yes, and Coimbra.
Yes.
Yes, and Covilhã.
Yes.
Yes, and Évora.
Yes.
Yes, and Lisboa.
Yes.
Yes, and Minho.
Yes.
Yes, and Porto.
Yes.
Yes, and Tomar.
Yes.
Yes, and Utad.
Yes.
Okay, so the minute of the last national platform is officially approved. Thank you very much. Um, and so we are going to continue to the next topic, that is the proposals for amendments to the internal regulations of the ESN Portugal Federation. So I pass it to you, National Board.
All right, let me just share our screen. This one. Oh, wait. Sorry, technical problems. Okay. Are you watching my screen? Ok, este tópico é na verdade, em português. No entanto, tendo em conta que temos aqui non-Portuguese non-Portuguese speakers, acho que vamos ter de fazer então uma proposta para votação para tornar este tópico, a apresentação deste tópico e a discussão deste tópico em inglês, não é?
Sim.
Portanto, a National Board faz essa proposta.
Ok. Então, só um bocadinho. So basically, we are going to vote. You are going to vote if you agree to do this topic actually, if you agree to change this topic to English.
Actually, this topic and the next two ones, so the three topics.
Okay, so we can vote for the next three topics about this. So the question is, do you agree to do the next three topics in English? Yes and Açores.
Yes.
ESN Algarve doesn't have the right to vote. ESN Aveiro.
Yes.
ESN Castelo Branco.
Yes.
ESN Coimbra.
Yes.
ESN Covilhã.
Yes.
ESN Évora.
Yes.
ESN Lisboa.
Yes.
ESN Minho.
Yes.
ESN Porto.
Yes.
ESN Tomar.
Yes.
ESN UTAD.
Yes.
Okay, so it is approved. The next three topics will be all discussed and shared in English. So Pedro, I think you can go.
Okay, so now wish me good luck to translate everything into English. We have here some proposals to change in our internal regulations, internal standing orders. We will vote them separately. So this is a proposal, this is another one, this is another one, this is another one. So you can vote once, some of them and others not, you choose. So starting from the first one, I think it's very well explained, but we will try to better address our thinking. Basically, the fact that our social organ, no, official bodies of ESN Portugal are open. And we do not have only have interim positions in some of them. This is impossible to continue the normal functioning of our federation, so we propose that and the solution that is on our internal standing orders, it's not enough for ensuring the stability and sustainability of our federation. So we want to propose some exceptional situations in case this happens in the future. So going for the the article to better explain you. Okay. So we want to make it more clear that the interim positions only have the powers of current maintenance or current management, and also that even and if the position that is interim doesn't want to be as an interim position, they can say to the sharing team and with the knowledge of the board and the audit team to leave this position. And also we have these two points which reflect the idea that the next General Assembly or in the next elections, if no one gets elected for the position itself, the person that is on this position as interim position will have to leave the position, which, as we as we see in this General Assembly, this will not be beneficial for our federation because the interim positions will only be here for 1 month and a half extra, and this will not allow for us to continue the normal functioning of our federation. So for the next for the future, that we hope it doesn't happen, but in case it happens in the future, we want to make sure that this situation can be reflected, and the proposal of exception that we are making for this General Assembly is already previewed in our standing orders. So going for the next one, we have other proposal. Basically, it's about the alumnus statute of ESN Portugal. Basically, it says that it's not explicit. We were already thinking about it, about doing this. We thought it was obvious, but it's not explicit in our standing orders. That let me go to the article. Okay, it's not actually very explicit that if the interim position leaves the position as an interim position, that he will not lose the status of alumnus. So we wanted to make it clear in our standing orders, because it says that in case of demission or exoneration and stuff, that this member will not have the possibility to be an alumnus member. So we wanted to make it clear. We think it's obvious because if the person was very good on their position, or if they're making a good job for the federation before, they will not have the obligation to stay as interim positions if they want, just to have the alumnus statutes, and we think they might deserve the same statutes. Going for the next topic, it's about the article 47 regarding the warnings to our the federated members. And okay, basically, as you saw in this extraordinary General Assembly, we had to verify the audit commission, the audit team had to verify if you were complying with the requirements of our federation, as it is explained on our standing orders. However, this will make our proposal is to make it only happen in the ordinary General Assemblies, and to make sure how the warnings are sent to the General Assembly. Basically, we think that, for example, if the National Board proposes 20 General Assemblies in 1 month, imagine what it would be for us to be always verifying the requirements 20 times per month. Okay, this is a ridiculous example, but let's just say that it's for you to try to understand the reasoning before the thinking before this proposal. Basically, it's to avoid the overload of our federation, of our members, and also of our bodies, the statutory bodies of ESM Portugal. Also, it was already supposed to be like this, because if you see, we have 3 ordinary general assemblies per year, and we only have the possibilities to have 3 warnings, supposedly, because of that, because they have the duration of 1 year. So it will be, if the federated member is not complying with the requirements, they would always have the 3 warnings. And if they start to comply with our requirements, they will more easily have their rights back. Finally, the last proposal. It's regarding something that it's not in accordance with our practice in our federation already, because before we use it to make internal reports in every General Assembly, not only the action plan and the budget, but also these other reports, which would be very excessive for our federation. Okay, we have more transparency and more fiscalization, but we already have the reports of activities and budget. We also have the board updates that were made to change these reports, and this simplification will make us more efficient in our management in the national board and in our federation. And basically, that's it. That's something that we do not have anymore in the Article 72. It's this one, okay. So basically, the proposal is to change our standing orders to make it adaptable for the reality that we have today, and not be obligated to present these reports in every General Assembly, stating the things that we did before, during the time between every General Assembly. We instead make the board updates as a good practice, and we will only present the reports on the second General Assembly, or the Ordinary General Assembly, which was presented in Pen Evra. And well, basically, I think that's it, and for our part. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now is officially open the discussion time. If you have questions, you can do them on the GIA app. We still have any question? So Maria João, podes.
Hello. Thank you so much for bringing this up here. We have a few questions. The first one we can bring is regarding the Article 72 that you just mentioned. We simply, you referred that the board should present the intermediate report in the second NP, which is the one around February, March. Don't you think that this should be done perhaps more towards the last NP of, in this case, your mandate, since it's an intermediate report and the action plan and budget are for the civil year and not the academic year?
Yes, that's actually what it intends to do. As I said, for example, this is what we call the midterm report, and this is generally presented at the last General Assembly of the year of the mandate, but it's actually in the middle of the civil year. So that's exactly what we are saying. We are saying the same thing, basically.
Okay. Then we also have some questions about Article 56.
Yes.
The first one is when you mention gestão corrente, isn't it a little bit too vague? Can you please clarify this? We really did not understand this part.
All right. Let me just take my notes regarding this. Basically, it is intended to be more vague, but we understand that this cannot be as vague as well. It cannot be too vague, but it implies it is implied in the common sense what it is. I'm not finding it. But basically, what we intend to do as current management or something like this, it's basically they do not have the power to represent ESN Portugal towards partners or making any extra or any decision that cannot be revertible, that is vinculative. So they can only make the decisions of that is only already in the action plan. They can only make their basic things that they have already previewed in the action plan, and they cannot make any decision that affects the continuity and the future of ESN Portugal. They cannot also propose changes to the standing orders or to the statutes or to the events policy paper. They cannot also make any changes to the 3-year strategy, for example. They can only make what is in the action plan for their position and to ensure the continuity of the activities of ESN Portugal, basically. That's the basics of the basics. And they cannot also have meetings with partners because this thing of making decisions that would affect the future of our federation. So everything related to partners will also be in the scope of the elected members.
Okay. Still regarding Article 50.
Maria, sorry, it's just 2 questions per intervention.
Oh,
So
sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Then you can make them again, but then just let Matilde, if you can go now.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a follow-up question to what Pedro just said, because, for instance, you said that the interim positions cannot represent ESN Portugal, but what if the president is missing? Doesn't need. How will it function without representing ESN Portugal? Who will be doing that job?
In the task description of the National Board, all members of the National Board, all elected members of the National Board have this task of representing ESN Portugal. So the representation is not only for the president. Of course, the president is, sorry, there is a flag here. Of course, the president is the maximum representative of the federation. However, if there is not a president, there is the functions of the president will have to be delegated to other members. And also the representation of ESN Portugal, the elected members, for example, Carolina, Nadia, and Miguel, they can also represent and have meetings with partners, institutional, commercial partners, etc. They can do it because that's on their task description.
Okay, Maria, you can go.
Okay, thank you. We have some questions still about the Article 56. The first one. Okay, 2 questions and a note. Then I guess I can start with a note. If you can please soon share it in English, because we have some volunteers, including our vice president, that does not speak Portuguese, and it was really hard for him to have access to this information um, without the English version. But moving to the questions, um, why did you decide to vote this in bulk? Since, for example, some positions are mandatory for our legal status and others are not. Therefore, some positions are really important to fill, but others aren't. Well, why do you think that some positions should also be interim when it's not a mandatory position and should be voted the same
Yeah,
way?
sorry, I don't think I'm understanding your question. Can you repeat the question? The note I understood, but the question.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Is you propose to vote this in bulks, right? The interim positions as a whole, but
Yeah. Okay.
since we have positions that would have interims, uh, mandatory positions such as vice president, for example, and others that are not mandatory for legal statuses, for example, events manager. Um, why do you think it's relevant to vote them in bulk, since the urgency of having these positions filled is different, because some
Yeah.
of them.
Okay. So the first note, we completely understand, and we spoke about it in making this in English and before. However, we do not have internal standing orders in English approved by the General Assembly. And we were afraid that this, because to do this very quickly, we would, to be honest, we would have to put everything on the ChatGPT, and it would be terrible. And it is not approved for the General Assembly by the General Assembly, so it's not valid, and it could make some translation misunderstandings. That's something that we wish to make in the future. Of course, we want to make our statutes and internal standing orders and the events policy paper and our the whole internal regulations in English, even because we have to present it to the ESM International. However, this is a big process, as you may understand, and we need to first approve it in the General Assembly, and only after that, if we want to make a change, we would have to make a change in Portuguese and in the English version. We wanted to make it, but as you might understand, we are only 4 members in the national board right now, and this is actually not a priority in the beginning of the mandate, but we will try to make it throughout the mandate. But this proposal can only be in Portuguese, since the document is in Portuguese, to avoid any translation misunderstanding. Regarding the question, basically, I think we are also misunderstanding here. Basically, this is not for now, this proposal, the proposal to the 46. This is just to avoid, if in the future this happens again, that there is a process described in our internal standing orders to say how to proceed, because we were to make the other proposal, we had to make a proposal of exception to the standing orders, because we do not have this process. And we believe that the standing orders are to be respected, of course, but they also have to be in accordance to the current practice of the Federation. They have to be adapted to the current activities and the current management of the Federation, to adapt to the reality of the Federation. And as we do not have yet this process described, we wanted to make sure that in the future, if this happens, these exceptional situations, that we have a described process for the national board to follow. And basically, going to the article, it's this one. Okay, we just wanted, basically, this part is just to make it more clear, but it was already in accordance to our management. But as you might understand, this was already done, but it was not written. And as I said, we wanted to make sure that our standing orders are in accordance to the reality of the Federation. And this proposal is also something that we wanted to make sure that the national boards, the next national boards, would not have to worry about, as we had to in this process. So we want to make sure that if there is exceptional situations like this one, and if they want to propose that the interim positions will be for a longer period, they can make this proposal to the General Assembly, but the General Assembly will always have to approve it. And the National Board will have to, the elected National Board will have to propose it. So it's not something that will happen every time for the future. It can be, for example, imagine that you consider that some position is open in the National Board is as an interim position, but it's not essential to the federation to continue to is their current activities. So you can, for example, even if the National Board proposes this exception, the General Assembly can vote no. So this is basically this still remains the power in your hands, in the hands of our federated members. However, this is not applied for this year, since this will only be actionable in the next day of its approval. So if you approve this will only be valid tomorrow. So this is just a proposal for the future. You can accept it or not.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep.
Does anybody have any question? Is anyone writing in the app? Okay, so if anybody opposes, I propose to close the speakers list. Speakers list is closed. Okay, we can go to the next topic. There is a proposal for exception to Article 56 about interim positions. So National Board is up to you again. And this one, as decided before, is going to be in English too. I will open the Q&A in the app. Please use the app, okay, to leave your questions, because that will help us before too.
All right. So now, yes, we are going to the exception of our standing orders, to the proposal of exception. And as you know, we now do not have the elected members for the positions of Vice President for Governance, Vice President for Development, and for Treasurer, which it, of course, if we do not have the interim positions, we could not make the stability and the well-functioning of our federation and of our activities, for example, national events. This will not happen without these positions. Basically, we think it's fundamental for us to guarantee that the board in functions as this composition until that new members arrive, and to avoid ruptures in the functioning of our federation. We think that as it is currently, this is not ensuring the well-functioning of our federation, because if these interim positions leave, we will not be able to make the well-functioning of our federation. We will not be able to make national events, even for the students. We will not be able to do it at all. As the members that now are occupying these interim positions, they are saying that they do not want to be elected or re-elected. They don't want to reapply. They don't want to be in this position. They are just making this as a sense of mission to not avoid the rupture of our activities. and they want to make it clear that the positions are still open and that they are available, and they want to deliver their position and their current activities to the next selected person. So new election proceedings are going to be done during the next general assemblies, the ordinary ones, at least, and that our volunteers in our federation have enough opportunities to apply and to be the next national board of ESN Portugal, and to make part of this current general national board. So in the exceptional situation that we are applying for these positions, we propose that they stay in as interim positions until that the next person elected has their swearing in, not ceremony, but swearing in papers, minutes. Not being under the point 3 and 4 of the Article 56 that we just saw in our internal standing orders. To better answer already the question that it was made before, to avoid this question, is basically we wanted to make sure that this position, all of these positions are very important for us in the national board to maintain the well-functioning of our activities. And since we have these positions in vacancy, we thought that these will make sense to vote them all, because it's not possible to make national events without these positions. And we will not be able to make the rest of our internal activities and our internal management without all of these positions. Basically, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Is anyone writing in the GIA app? We still have no questions or interventions. Just react if someone is writing, or tell me if someone has a question. Okay, so everything is 100% clear. Okay. So I propose to close the speakers list. If anybody opposes, the speakers list is officially closed. And let's continue to next topic, proposals of the document of priorities of ESN Portugal for the local elections. Let's go. I will open the topic again in the GIA app.
Okay, so as you might know, we will have soon, in the next month, the 12th of October, the local elections for our municipalities in Portugal. And we wanted to make sure that we are right in front of our priorities, to present them to the political parties, to political stakeholders, for them to include them in their electoral processes, and for them to also be able to pay attention to these problems that our international students feel during their presence, their staying here in our cities in Portugal. In this case, basically, I will explain also how we wanted to make this, to how is the process after, if this is approved. Basically, we made this document with, basically, it was Sofia Barros, our liaison officer for internal affairs of ESN Portugal. Shout out to her. She made an amazing job in writing these documents. I also helped there, and also then we proposed this to the education community call last week, and we were also open to the feedback of our sections. And now also you are able to make any proposals if you want to make a change in this document. And since we already had some questions regarding this document in this GAP, in the GAP for this General Assembly, I also changed it a little bit according to the recommendations on these questions that I will present it to you, the changes that we did. After this, if this is approved by all of our sections, we will assume that this is the priorities that we define as the priorities of Eastern Portugal to the local elections, and we will start to contact the youth of political parties in Portugal and also the political parties in Portugal to present them and for them to disseminate among the different municipalities that they are applying for. And expecting that these proposals reach to their candidates, and also you as, for example, your presidents and for your education departments, education teams, and stuff, and etc. You are encouraged, and we can help you to reach out to the candidates in your municipalities and to present this document. And you can also make extra advocacy efforts for example, mentioning specific cases that you have in your city, and try to include their proposals in their proposals for the elections, our proposals, or at least understand and reflect their concerns, understand our concerns and reflect them on their proposals. So we start this document with a framework for this from this document, stating the importance that we consider the importance of the local elections in Portugal, and that in youth and in our community of international students, we consider that these have actually a very good relevance for our action, and also we start to stating the main problems of our community as international students. We also reflect the action of ESN, so we say what ESN is doing, and why do we think that it's important for us to make these proposals for these local elections. After this, we also have some data from the I don't know how to say it in English, but basically we have some data regarding that's the most recent data that we got, but regarding the number of international students, and also where they come from in the majority where they came from. And also we support it with some data from the SN survey from 2023. And we are the fifth country, as you might know, that more receive students from this program for Erasmus Plus, and the cities that more receive students are Lisbon, Porto, Coimbra, Aveiro, Braga, Bragança, Covilhã, and Madeira for this order. The part that we added since the questions, it was this part here, that additionally more than 20 international students that were received in 2023 in Portugal, they referred that they had major difficulties in finding accommodation at an accessible price, to reflect the reasoning behind our proposals. So, moving to our proposals, basically we defend that the municipalities could create support programs to help in the student accommodation and creation of the new residencies, as for example the National Agency for Erasmus Plus and Education and Training. They are responsible for the construction of the new residencies regarding the new plan from the PRR, and they are the ones managing the money for these. And we also can basically, we want to make sure that municipalities know that they have this opportunity, and we want them to take these opportunities of funding to make new residencies. We also have these and these residencies. Okay, of course, they will not be only for the international students; they will also be for the national students, because our law does not allow the priority to prioritize the international students instead of national students. Basically, there is an order. The first priority is national students with a scholarship. The second priority is international students without scholarship, and the third priority is the international students. Of course, that Portugal has an agreement with PALOP, with the African countries that speak Portuguese languages, and that these people, these students that come from these countries, they also are included as national students. So that's already a good step that it was taken. However, the students, for example, from Erasmus Plus around Europe did not have this priority. And if the residencies are not enough for the national students, they will never be enough they will never reach to the international students. So the only way is to create more residencies. We also have some fiscal advantages for landlords that have rooms at accessible prices for students. We also propose that the information in regarding accommodation agreements and the rights of the students that rent these accommodation, that they have the right to information and in different languages, because we know that many students do not know how we are the norms and the law in Portugal, and sometimes they are fooled with fake agreements. So basically, to dispose more information in the websites, for example, of the municipalities, or how to get this information in other languages that not Portuguese, would simplify this process. We also want to make sure that they know that these international students will need, for example, to make the transportation or any other service, they will have to have a number of fiscal identity, so the NIF, and sometimes they have to wait in lines at the Loja do Cidadão for a long time, or never getting one. So we want to make sure that they understand our concern, and that they could simplify this process by making, for example, a desk as Loja de Cidadão directly at the higher education institutions in Portugal. This will not have to be open all the time, of course. It will be open for seasons, for example, but this would facilitate a lot for our international students. And some higher education institutions already do it, and this is really a good practice. Also, basically, some municipalities already have the free public transportation pass for national students. However, some of them are not included for international students, and we wanted to make sure that these municipalities make sure that these passes are also available for international students. We wanted to make sure that more municipalities have information in English in all their digital platforms, including the service of transportation. We also wanted to make sure that they create more programs with, for example, with other NGOs and with our sections to promote cultural integration and sports among the national and international students, because with this direct contact between international and national students, we make sure that there is an effective integration between of the international students in the local community, ensuring that it's easier for us to accomplish our mission of enriching society through international students. Also, we wanted to make sure that the representatives of associations, as for example ESN, our sections, are included in the local youth councils and also in the local councils of education. Since we can bring out the concerns of our international students, it's a different target audience that sometimes it's not present in these councils. And also we wanted to make sure that the municipalities have the right support for our sections and for these associations in the financial matters. Also, we had this idea of that we took from some municipalities that already do, but basically it's to reinforce the idea that we wanted to make sure that international students that want to go on mobility with fewer and have fewer opportunities, that they have a scholarship from the municipalities to go on outgoing mobility, and as well as merit scholarships for the students that have better grades during their mobility. And finally, we wanted to make sure that the municipalities are adapted to create local volunteering programs for international students, because as we know, and nowadays even more, our international students are interested in participating in local volunteering. So this would facilitate the participation of these students in the volunteering, in the local volunteering, and also with ESN, this could be more of a reality. So, in conclusion, that's it. I hope and we hope that this reflects the ideas and the priorities of Eastern Portugal to the local elections of 2025. And here are some references that we use it for this document. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pedro Almeida. Is anyone writing some question in the chat? The speakers list is open. So no one have questions? Everything is clear? Okay, so I propose to close the speakers list if anyone oppose. Speakers list is closed. Okay, we are going to continue to the section state presented by ESN Castelo Branco. So you will have 15 minutes, okay? I will tell you when it rests only 5 minutes, just for you to manage your time in the best way. And you can share your presentation.
Hello, I will try to share now.
Okay, thank you. And I will open the speakers list, the Q&A in the GIF.
Just let me... Hopefully you can already see my presentation. I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything. Okay, now I think, just a moment.
Can you already see my presentation? Can I start?
No.
I don't know. Okay. Let me just.
If you want, I can share it for you. Okay? Yes?
No, I think it's better for me to share because I saw that some of the contents
Okay.
are in the wrong order, so I think it's better for me to share. But let me just try to find the right tab. I'm sorry, I never used the
No, it's
Google
okay.
Meets
It's okay.
here in this computer. Mm, okay, I think now I can. Okay, I think now I'm in the right track. It's downloading.
Okay. Now we can see.
Now you can see it, right?
So
Okay.
when you are ready, you can start, okay?
Okay. So, hello everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Ingrid Melnichuk. And thank you for the opportunity to present the current state of our section. So, I would like to begin by introducing our new board. We are a new team of 3 people. Myself as treasurer, João as president, and Diana Pinto as vice president. Each of us is fully committed to our role, but also ready to support each other whenever needed. This is the unity, is the foundation of how we want to move forward. Um, our section is based in Castelo Branco. Every year we welcome around 100 to 120 Erasmus students. Last year we sold 25 ESN cards. The largest group of Erasmus students come from India, Turkey, Poland, and Italy. And we also receive students from Spain, although they usually don't engage as much in our activities. And this is something we are willing to change the semester in order to construct a stronger community. When it comes to activities, wait a second. Um, Our section organizes one official event every week, plus casual hangouts. Our events are not only about fun, but also about building community, inclusion, and international and intercultural exchange. For example, last semester we organized a dance workshop where even though it was not at the peak of the semester and fewer Erasmus students attended, it became a very special event for us because we shared dances from our own culture and they showed dances from their culture. And it was an evening where communication happened without words, only through music and movement. Another event that always stands out it's our city tour. In just a few hours, we can show the main parts of the city. So students often give us a very positive feedback about the tour because it helps them to know each other and connect to the place where they will live for the semester or for the year. We also have the international dinner, where students are given the opportunity to show a little bit from their culture through traditional dishes from their country. They have to organize themselves in small groups, and we also always show Portuguese dishes for them. So we have a competition where everyone votes for the best one, and the winner is given an award. It's a delicious way to have them to interact with each other in a different way, and it's like they always say, conquer through the stomach. I think it's a better way to everyone to connect with each other. So now moving through the challenges. I'm sorry. Our section has received two notices this year. The first one in March 2025 was due to not having updated the Renage and the name of the bank account holders of our section. The second one in June 2025 was once again related to the Renage maintenance. And so the main reason for these issues was the lack of active people on your section, because with only few volunteers, we focus more of our energy on Erasmus students and those events that I talked about earlier. While the administrative and responsibilities were left behind, unfortunately. So, however, we are fully aware of the importance of those responsibilities and we are working to solve them, and we are here to also tell you how we are working on it. So me and João, our president, went to the bank to update the missing account details. And we also updated the SCBA of the finance office. And now we are waiting for the bank confirmation, and hopefully we'll have the answer of the bank in the next week. Regarding the Renage, we have to have all the positions filled in the statutory bodies of our section to apply to the maintenance. So we need some time to do another GA that is already scheduled for the next week, if I'm not mistaken, and select the candidates for the vacant positions that we need. With that concluded, we can finally apply to the maintenance of the Renage. So, in conclusion, we acknowledge the problems that led to this notice, but we also have taken action, and we are very determined to continue improving. With a stronger board, with me, João, Diana, and the rest of our team that is very supportive, with a renewed sense of responsibility and the same passion for Erasmus students and ESN, we believe that our section is now on the right track. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much,
Can
Ingrid.
listen to me well now.
Yes, I listen perfectly. So I think
was
everyone.
talking.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so the speakers list is open. You can make all your interventions. Please, again, use the GIA app. So we want to hear you. Laura, pode ir. Podes falar.
Não, ela estava só a entrar na chamada.
Ok, esqueço. Alguém está a escrever? Porto, podes ir.
I just want to say that this section is doing this because they received two warnings on the compliance that every single section has to do. And they are here presenting themselves, presenting their case, not only what happened, what led to these warnings being issued, what they're doing to correct them, but also as an opportunity for all the other sections who don't know them to know them a bit better now. So I strongly suggest that you take this opportunity to learn how other sections work, perhaps to try and learn from their mistakes as they are doing now. And this doesn't happen every single General Assembly. So I highly recommend that to all the other sections to actually engage in this. We have 20 minutes, we have a lot of time for it, and it can be really constructive. And I encourage you to participate in this now.
Is anyone writing or want to share something? No? Okay, so I propose to close the speakers list if anyone oppose.
I just have a comment. I should put it on the G app. And I'll put it. But I just want to appreciate the effort that the section is really putting in this mandate to ensure that the stability and continuity of the section grows. So thank you so much for your efforts and continue the good job that you are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, I propose to close the speakers list.
Do you want me to write what I just said?
Yes, save.
Okay,
Yes,
so
please.
I'll write it.
Okay, so the speakers list is closed. Thank you very much, Ingrid. And now we can continue to the section state presented by ESN Evra. So when you are ready, you can start sharing your screen.
Hi everyone. Give me just good morning. Give me just a minute, please.
Okay, I think we are all already seeing it. So when you are ready, you can start.
Bom dia, Ward. Só para avisar que o computador do Guerra foi um bocado abaixo, só 2 minutinhos que já apresentamos.
Ok, tranquilo.
Okay. Hello. Sorry. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm back. in the phone, not in the PC. So yeah, Essene Everest section state. Dulce, next one, please. So who we are right now at current moment 13, I think it's 13 paragraphs. It's the newbies that just come in. So in the last semester, when we did the last recruitment, 9 newbies. That is like after, what can I say? We have three. How can I say it? 3 states, we can say. We start as paragraphs, then newbies, and then members. As you can see in the presentation, we are right now 13 paragraphs, 9 newbies, and 22 members. Our board is full, what is a great achievement from us, because we are basically from, I think in the last 2 years, we didn't get a full board. We have almost all the Spark positions filled. Only IT manager isn't filled. And those. So presenting who we are as board. So my name is Afonso Guerra. I'm the president, was the vice president of the last year. On the right corner of the picture is our vice president. I think so. I can't. Yeah, Barbara. Right at her left is our events manager, Laura. In the middle is our treasurer, Lena. And in the left corner is Dulce, who's presenting, our communication manager. Next one. Our internal structure. So basically, we have our board, we have an audit team, which is which are 3 as usual. So the president is João Falé, the vice president is Manuel Silva, and then we have our chairing team, which the president is Beatriz Batista, the president of last year of the board, and the vice president is David Caroso. We have our support positions. We have a few departments such as projects and trips, events, communication, and HR. Next one. Those, let's go. So our events. We have many events. Maybe too much for the HR we have. But we try to support as much as we can. So we do social impact activities, cultural visits, social gatherings, hangouts, cultural sharing spaces, social program, obviously. Yeah, we have very different kinds of events, and fortunately, our Erasmus actually love it. Next one, Dulce, please. So as you can see right now, this is what we did last year. The number of events we had, and the number of events we had to cancel because of lack of HR or interest from the Erasmus. Honestly, I don't know if you want me to share the numbers, but you can see it in the screen, so I think it's fine. Let's go. All right, we have around I forgot how to say it. Hold on. 230 or between 230 and 270 mobility students in our university per year, and our SN card sales are around half of it, between like 60 and 1,100. Sorry. Next one. Our notice. Our first notice was this year, in 29th of March, in the national platform Tomar. due to the lack of maintenance of RENAGE and having debts here in Portugal. And our second notice was issued in PN Évora. Kind of sad because it was our PN or NP, and it was due to debts to in Portugal. Next one. Thank you. That's the end of our presentation, but not of our section. Any questions and doubts? Sorry. Let me present you. To those who don't know, that's Spike, our mascot.
Okay, thank you very much, Afonso. The speakers list is open again, so feel free to share all your questions, interventions, appreciations. Sarah, you can go.
Hello, everyone. First, I'm so sorry, but I'm not available right now to put my camera on. But I just want to say that as a fellow small section here, we are really proud of you and how have you done. The event in Evra was incredible, and I know that you love your section so much, and you put a lot of work. And we are here if you need anything, so just a text or a call away. So yeah, good work.
Pedro Almeida, let's go.
So also thank you for the efforts you have putting in everything in to put everything in order, and also to be more present in our federation. We are really appreciating this, and thank you so much, and good luck for the future.
Anyone else? Barbosa, you can go.
Yeah, I was putting my question here, but okay, I'll just say it and I'll put it next. So
Yes.
I just wanted to know, like, because of the notices were regarding the payments to SN Portugal. Like, I just wanted to ask if you find yourself in struggling in that department, or it was just a case of missing deadlines or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest. It was how can I say? It wasn't lack of. We didn't have lack of money to pay for it. We just forgot about it, honestly. We did the payment in the last NP because we didn't know we had to pay. Or we didn't know we had debts, so we did the payment in the last NP. But as we were organizing the NP, all the stress and everything that it is, we forgot to send the proof of.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to let you explain it to everybody, just to be clear. So thank you a lot.
Okay, then Barbosa, if you can write your question, okay?
I will.
Is anyone else joining the speakers list? No? Okay, so I propose to close the speakers list if anyone opposes. Okay, the speakers list is officially closed. Thank you, Afonso.
Thank you.
And continue. Now, Dinesh, is your time to present your candidacy for first secretary of the sharing team. So when you are ready, you can start and share the screen.
Okay, can you listen to me? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. I'll share the screen now. Okay, can you see it? Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
good morning, everyone. My name is Inês Borges, and this is my presentation to the candidacy to first secretary of ESN Portugal sharing team for 2025-2026. So, a little bit about me. I'm 23 years old. I have a bachelor's degree in law from Universidade Católica in Porto. I'm currently doing my master's in law and management in Lisbon, in FDUL and ISEG. I have done my Erasmus Plus mobility in Madrid, in Universidade Carlos III, and I'm a Portuguese, English, German, and Spanish speaker. About my ESN experience. So I joined ESN Porto in February 2024. A few months later, in November 2024, I went to my first community meetings in Minho for the education community. In January of this year, I became education officer in ESN Porto, and I also became first secretary of the sharing team in the same month. In February 2025, I was part of the staff for the community meetings in Porto, and in June this year, I went to my first national platform in Évora. Now, for my motivation. My motivation comes mostly for my love for ESN. This organization has given me friends for life and experiences and memories that I will never forget. Also, my will to contribute to ESN Portugal's development, to the well functioning of the federation, and regarding the experience I've had in ESN Porto, this for me I think is the best position to apply to. Now, moving on to the plans for the position. Starting with the compliance with the standing orders, moving on to the key being the collaboration being the key, sorry, and the support of the local sharing teams. Now, for the compliance with the standing orders, my first focal point. As sharing team, we have to ensure that all of the sharing team's proceedings are in compliance with all of the standing orders, but in our case, more specifically, with the Article 70 regarding the competencies of the sharing team. As for secretary, I will make sure that the secretaries comply with their competencies. This is organizing and making the necessary procedures regarding the well functioning of the General Assembly and elaborating the minutes. And obviously helping the president, in this case Afonso, comply with his competencies. Now, moving on to collaboration being key. The sharing team has to have a lot of consistent collaboration with the team itself, and if this doesn't happen, it will be very difficult to do our job and for our tests to be completed. We have to collaborate with the national boards and local boards for the organization of the monthly meetings, and we have to also collaborate specifically with the national board for the organization of the national platforms. The collaboration with all the team consists on keeping regular contact to make sure that all of the actions that we do are done in line with the federation's internal rules. As for the last focal point, this is the support of the local sharing teams. All of the local sharing teams face challenges in their jobs and in their function, and that's why I believe that the national sharing team should have a role to play in making the local sharing teams safer and stronger. This is done by constant support of the local sharing teams by the national sharing team. For this to happen, our sharing team has to be a constant support, whether it is in the WhatsApp group with monthly meetings or just simply being there every single time when a local section needs our help. Now, finally, my vision. My vision as a candidate to first secretary of the sharing team is to be a part of a strong team that has as its main goal the well-being of the federation. Our sharing team has to have a strong communication within itself and with others. It has to respect the regulations and it has to have always in the back of our minds the core values of ESN. Portugal is a temporary home to thousands of international students, and having a strong and united federation with united and capable sharing teams is essential to ensure their rights are protected and their integration is fully supported. This is my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Didish. So, Rodrigo, you can go.
Enganei-me, sorry.
Okay. Is anyone? Okay, Maria João, let's go.
I don't have any question. I would just like to really give a big shout out to Denise. Maybe you are not aware, but Denise is one of our best members. I think that to me, the thing that is the most hurtful is that the fact that he has to leave us to be here. So congratulations, Denise. We couldn't be prouder of you. I'm so happy you're here, and I really wish you the best. And I know that this is the perfect fit for you, and I hope you get elected, and and you are like such a big inspiration for us. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mijo.
Okay, Carolina, let's go.
Okay, in the name of the National Board, I just want to give you appreciation. Thank you for stepping up and applying for this position in a time that we are lacking people in the statutory bodies. So thank you for your courage, and I wish you very luck.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else? Okay, so I propose to close the speakers list. If anyone oppose. Okay, the speakers list is officially closed. Thank you, Dinesh, and good luck. Okay, now we are going to the voting part. I will just one moment for me to open this. Okay, so you already know this, but I will tell you again. For you to vote, you have to have access to the ESN Portugal email of your section. Okay. In the case of ESN Açores, your email is the one integreuac@gmail.com. Okay. So this is the email that is already associated to the vote, and when you are going to receive all the information. Okay, just to like make it quick and like for me to make sure that I'm doing everything correct, I will just say very fast the name of the sections, and please in the end tell me if I didn't say yours. Okay. So ESN Algarve doesn't have the right to vote. So Açores, Aveiro, Castelo Branco, Coimbra, Covilhã, Évora, Lisboa, Minho, Porto, Tomar e Utah. These are the sections that will vote now. Have I skipped some? No? Okay. So how is this going to work? I will start the voting procedure in the app. Okay. Then please confirm if it's not working for you. Okay. Then tell me, give me feedback. When you all vote, we, the sharing team and the audit team, we are going to another room in this call. We are going to be there between 10 and 15 minutes, like to see the results, to prepare everything, and then we come back to do the voting, okay? But first, so we are going to start with the public voting, okay, that we can do it now, and then we pass to the candidacy of Dinis. Okay, so voting. Okay, first thing first. Do you approve the amendment to Article 37 of the Federation Internal Regulation? Yes, and Aveiro.
Yes.
Yes, and Açores. Yes, and Açores. Yes, and Castelo Branco.
Yes.
Yes, and Coimbra.
Yes.
Yes, and Covilhã.
Abstinência.
Yes, and Évora.
Yes.
Yes, and Lisboa.
Yes.
Yes, and Minho.
Yes.
Yes, and Porto.
Yes.
Yes, and Tomar.
Yes.
Yes, and Utah.
Yes.
And again, yes, and Açores. Yes. Can you speak, Carla? Okay, so it's a yes. Okay. Okay, continuing. Do you approve the amendment to Article 47 of the Federation's internal regulation? Yes, and Açores. Yes, and Açores. Yes, and Aveiro.
Yes.
Yes, and Castelo Branco.
Yes.
Yes, and Coimbra.
Yes.
Yes, and Covilhã.
Yes.
Yes, and Évora.
Yes.
Yes, and Lisboa.
Yes.
Yes, and Minho.
Yes.
Yes, and Porto.
Yes.
Yes, and Tomar.
Yes.
Yes, and Utah.
Yes.
And again, yes, and Açores. Okay. Next, do you approve the amendment to the Article 72 of the Federation's internal regulation? Yes, and Açores. Okay. Yes, and Aveiro.
Yes.
Yes, and Castelo Branco.
Yes.
ISN Coimbra.
Yes.
ISN Covilhã. ISN Covilhã. ISN Covilhã.
Yes, sorry.
ISN Évora.
Yes.
ISN Lisboa.
Yes.
ISN Minho.
Yes.
ISN Porto.
Yes.
ISN Tomar.
Yes.
And ISN Utado.
Yes.
Okay, we are almost getting there. Do you approve the exception to Article 56 of the Federation's international regulations? ISN Açores.
Yes.
ISN Aveiro.
Yes.
ISN Castelo Branco. Castelo Branco.
Yes.
ISN Coimbra.
Yes.
ISN Covilhã.
Yes.
ISN Évora.
Yes.
ISN Lisboa.
Yes.
ISN Minho.
Yes.
ISN Porto.
Yes.
ISN Tomar.
Yes.
ISN Utado.
Yes.
Okay, and the last of the public voting. Do you approve the document of priorities of ESN Portugal for the local elections? ESN Açores.
Yes.
ESN Aveiro.
Yes.
ESN Castelo Branco.
Yes.
ESN Coimbra.
Yes.
ESN Covilhã.
Yes.
ESN Évora.
Yes.
ESN Lisboa.
Yes.
ESN Minho.
Yes.
ESN Porto.
Yes.
ESN Tomar.
Yes.
And ESN Utado.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So all the approvements, all the proposals, or the exception and the document of priorities were approved. And now we are going to the last voting of this day. So let me go to the GI app. Okay, I already started the vote in a GI app, so probably until this moment, you are able to vote. Okay, please tell me and give me feedback if it's not working. Rodrigo, do you want to say something?
Yes. How can I vote for ESN Covilhã?
Okay. They didn't give you access to the email, right?
For what Tiago told me, he doesn't have it.
He doesn't have the covilhã@esnportugal.org?
It's the information that he told me.
Okay.
Maybe, sorry, can you send the Covilhã link to our board email, maybe? I don't know if that's possible. I'm just asking.
I don't know if I can do that, honestly.
Okay.
Carla, you haven't received any information on your email? You have received? Okay. Antonio.
Hello. So our email, we do normally have access, but it just logged out, and now I need a verification code from the previous president, Sofia Barros, and she's
Okay.
not answering right now. Can you forward it to our board email if possible?
Okay, I think I will try. Just send me
Thank you.
your email, please.
Okay, so where should I send it?
To what's up?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so is the thing for me to edit and, for example, to change the email of ESN menu, I have to like close this voting and do another one. So forget, okay, don't vote. I will create another one with the new information, okay? So just a moment.
Sorry in advance to everyone. Sorry, Afonso, did you close the vote already?
No, I'm closing.
Because if
I'm
not, we just
closing.
got the answer from Sophia.
Really?
So yes. So
Okay.
if you want to, you
So I haven't closed, so you can use it, the email, the normal email.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Conseguiste, Rodrigo?
Yep.
Sim? Ok, fixe. Obrigado. Okay, so I think everyone has already voted, so I have the information of 11 voting sections. So, okay. Now we are going to another room, okay? The sharing team and the audit team. We are seeing the results, and like before, after 10 or 15 minutes, we are going back, okay? Okay, so Ana Rolo, do it. Do your magic, please. Ok, estamos de volta. Deixem só confirmar. A malta toda da outra call já cá está. Sim. Pronto. Ok, English. Okay, so now we are going to present the results of the secret voting. So, okay, so who do you elect for the position of first secretary of the sharing team of ESN Portugal for the mandate 2025-2026? And the results are... Okay, Diniz, you were elected with 63.64% of the votes. So congratulations, you are now part of the team.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for voting.
So congratulations. And let's start working together now.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so we are getting to the end of this national platform. So I pass it to you, Pedro Almeida. I don't know if you want to say something to close this event.
Okay, so maybe just a few words. So first of all, congratulations for Dinesh for being elected for the chairing team. I hope you enjoy your mandate, and we are very excited to start working with you also. Thank you so much for also approving the proposals of the national board. We are very excited to continue to do the work that we have been doing throughout this mandate, and we are enjoying a lot of working together. So we are also expecting for you to apply in the next elections to work with us. And I think that's it. I think we are still arranging everything that we need to start the years. I think some sections already are starting very, very well. And we are very excited for the next mandate and for the future of our federation. So thank you so much for your efforts, for your inputs in this General Assembly also. And we are still here to help you in everything that you need to accomplish your projects and your objectives in your section. Thank you.
Okay, just to finish, I just want to thank specific to Ana Rolo and to Mariana and also to Barbosa, because they was a really great help, especially to me, like struggling with the GA app. And I really was really nervous to do this national platform, but I think that, okay, we get there. So thank you very much. And now you are free to enjoy the rest of the day, the rest of your Sunday. So bye.
Thank you so much, guys.
See you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Bye-bye.